We dancing yet?
We're dancing.
No, wait, does the music start playing and then
No,
we dance?
there's
Oh, so we don't hear the music. We
Well,
dance to silence.
There will
Like
be, there will
total
be,
fucks.
There will be music.
Okay.
Okay. G'day. Welcome to Gamey. My name's Evan, and joining me on the show this week, he's a man of many skills. It's Dave Callan.
Hello. Some of them are above the waist.
And the other one?
Some of them are rude.
And he has a radio play called The Tokyo Hotel. It's Ben Russell.
Hello, my name is Ben Russell.
And from the Two in the Think Tank podcast, it's Andy Matthews.
Hello. Thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm not going to say anything disgusting.
It's not a podcast.
Fuck.
They can
There's
see
cameras,
you.
so look.
Yeah, it's one of them seeing podcasts.
Can we start again?
No. We'll never get started again if we start again.
This is just a really auspicious start to my television career, and
Do you think this
I
is
promised myself I wouldn't ruin this.
This isn't going to
For
be on
me.
television. This is a YouTube.
Okay, it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Hey, what do you think of this thing? KFC has launched a virtual reality game. So it's a training game. It's set up like a virtual escape room sort of a scenario.
What?
It takes you through the steps of preparing fried chicken.
Yes.
Until you learn how to make my chicken right, you will not be allowed to leave.
It's almost like Saw. It's this sort
what?
of... It's set up almost like a horror film.
Do you cut your leg off or eat a 20-piece bucket? Leg for me.
The seventh secret herb and spice is inside you. You have to get it out with a rusty knife.
The seventh secret herb and spice is fear.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
This is ridiculous because I read about this thing and I thought, oh, it'll be one of those things where a company's tried to make something fun and it's turned out to be unintentionally creepy.
Yeah.
But it is intentionally creepy.
definitely.
Like, it's not incompetence, it's malevolence.
It's pretty well done as well. It's only available to KFC employees.
What?
Unfortunately, I don't think this is something you can actually play.
Are you for real?
Well, yeah, it's sort of like a marketing stunt, but also I guess it's like they're trying to get people to work for them.
I want to know who the people who they're employing who are so incompetent that
Yeah.
they're not able to be given access to real chicken.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to ease them into the concept of picking
Right.
up some chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, you
That's
can
important.
understand flight simulators coming about because
Absolutely.
Sure, yeah, that
you
makes
know,
sense.
you know, if you
Because there's
you
a
don't wanna
learning curve.
and if it goes wrong, it's terribly unfortunate for all involved and costs a lot of money to replace the aircraft. However, replacing a piece of chicken you didn't quite fry properly, it's not going to be that expensive. Although it is good for vegans, I suppose. If you're a vegan person and you want to experience chicken frying without any harm.
I wonder what the vegan ratio is for people that work at KFC.
Probably 0 to 1 million. That's what I'm guessing.
But I mean, technically, I think as a vegan, there's nothing wrong with sort of murdering, defiling, torturing, and cooking a chicken. It's just eating it is considered a bit wrong.
Oh, okay, so you
So
can
they
murder.
love this bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
they just don't like the taste.
I think we have different interpretations of what it means to be a vegan.
Are you allowed to scoop out a chicken and then wear it as a hat?
Yes.
Is that vegan?
See, I think that's one of the things they're watching out for in this simulation.
Oh.
Because as soon as you do that,
Yes,
all right,
yeah.
they're onto you. They're like, hang on,
Yeah.
he might not be KFC material.
The
Send
data-
him to the special shop.
Yeah, the data gets sent back to the colonel who's sitting at a computer with millions of monitors going, they did the chicken hat thing. No job for them.
See, this feels a little bit Bioshocky at the moment.
It
I
does,
feel like
yeah.
It's got
someone's
that
like,
sort of vibe.
would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
kindly put the chicken in the basket?
Otherwise,
I'll tell you what, I had some uncooked nuggets the other day, and that was a bit of a Bioshock, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't!
I don't either. Let's.
a liquid Bioshock out the ass. Can we cut that out as well?
No, that's the pièce de résistance,
Oh.
as they say in French.
I thought it was Spain. No?
I had a pièce of very little resistance when it was coming out.
Your sphincter.
The diarrhea
The
from my butthole.
That's actually the
I
next.
shitted
That's the next level in this VR.
extensively.
It's just you looking down at the toilet. Oh,
All the cutscenes are to people who've eaten your food at home on the toilet. So you can learn the consequences of your actions.
This is a part of KFC's effort to make a new Lawnmower Man. style character. If you fail, they take you out the back and they shoot you.
A what?
And
Virtually, or is that in the real?
both.
Whoa.
Because as we all know from The Matrix,
If you die
body cannot
in the KFC
in the
simulator, you
then
die in real life.
So if you get salmonella, in the game, you get diarrhea in real life.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Hey, I'm gonna play a trailer, right?
What?
And
Whoa!
we haven't done this ever before on the show.
Why would you do that?
Close your eyes, have a listen to the soundtrack of this trailer, and see if you can guess what kind of a game this is. Yes, thanks, Andy.
Okay.
I'm doing it. Why would you?
I can't hear any music. There's no music.
There's no trust.
You
There's
need
no
to
music.
Let me
I need music
No, but
for
we're
trust.
we're gonna hear it.
Silent Hill. Oh, I hear rumbling. Is that all?
Pretty intense.
Oh, there's an undercurrent.
Oh,
Oh,
big
boom.
thump.
This feels like the Guns of Navarone, the game.
I feel like aliens have invaded, and they are. Oh, hang on,
I
no.
see men running
Oh,
down a corridor.
They're
There's
powering
lights
up a
going.
big energy transistor.
Definitely. Oh,
Oh, the
there's a-
SWAT team
it's-
is here though.
it's like a cross between Rainbow Siege and Guitar Hero.
Have a look at
USA,
this. Have a look at what this
USA.
is. This is Fishing Planet.
That
What?
was not what I thought it would be.
No, too exciting. The music's too exciting.
I
Yeah,
think-
it
I
felt,
think
it felt Tom Clancy-esque.
Yeah, Tom Clancy's Angler.
Now you know.
It's an open world of fishing. You got a backpack, and you got to stop all these guys.
The music suggests you'd be throwing like dynamite into the water to blow the fish out.
Yeah.
That's what the music says. to me.
Bullet time fishing.
They've really tried hard to make this dramatic and interesting.
Evan, you may not have realised this, but the music was a little bit misleading when we were trying to guess what the game was.
Yeah.
I think you tricked us in
I
a
was
way.
I was trying to trick you there.
Yeah,
I was
we
trying to
did-
mislead you.
Well, I didn't realise this was a punked show.
This is what you did to us.
Yeah.
I reeled you in.
You got us hook, line, and sinker, baby.
Was the
Wait,
base?
we were in the office the whole
You're in
time?
Manhattan the whole time.
What?
So wait, the game is you playing a fishing simulator? Is that what they're saying? That is.
I guess so.
Now, is it true that if you die in the fishing simulator, you die in the
real
game?
I think if you die in the fishing simulator, you're dead inside already.
It's almost as if the music was a little bit of a red herring.
That's good.
That is good.
That's good.
'Cause,
'Cause that's also a fish.
Yeah, red
Yeah,
herring.
but that's a saltwater fish, and this is freshwater.
How do you know that?
Well, I mean that's clearly an inland lake.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
they-
12
but there's-
scenic
there are
waterways.
12.
They're waterways. Waterways refers to inland waterways.
Not
The
necessarily. What about?
Pacific Ocean isn't a waterway.
Yes, but
it's just a bunch of water.
It's made of water.
Yes, but a canal,
Yes.
like the beautiful canals of Mandurah,
Okay.
they're salt water.
I like the way you went to Mandurah rather than maybe, I don't know, Venice.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
The Venice.
Venice.
Your go-to was Mandurah's canals.
Yes, the most romantic city on earth.
Definitive.
How good is that weird reveal at the end when you've been in Manhattan the whole time?
Well, what
It's
I'm
actually
trying
a
to do
business
is-
simulator.
And you're procrastinating. You're gonna can't be bothered with meetings.
At the end, you get fired.
It's fantastic because what the big reveal is this is a computer game. Which, if you need that revealed, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, maybe Elon Musk is right. Maybe this is
It's all a
a
simulation.
fishing simulator. Maybe we're living in a fishing
Is
simulator.
that what Elon Musk reckons?
It's all a fishing simulator, yeah.
It's all a fishing
So he
simulator.
reckons there's like
Yeah.
a 1 billion to 1 chance that we're not in a fishing simulator.
It's a
Billion to
fucking,
one
that makes
chance.
the
Something like
depletion of the fish stocks in the ocean particularly grim, doesn't it?
Well, we're in a bad simulation.
I haven't done any fishing with my whole life. There was that one day I spent with my dad and it was weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait,
That
was
was
that? Is that in Perth or was that in,
It was in Ireland,
Scotland?
in Killarney. I'm not Scottish.
Just
I'm Irish. It was in Killarney, not Loch Ness. You jerks. I hate
didn't
you
say
all.
Fishing Planet it's free to play. It's on Steam. You can go pick it up and
Free.
check out those thousands of
Fish you can
Fish.
catch from
Fish.
inside the Chrysler building.
It proves to be as boring as fishing.
Yeah. You want to be bored in real life? Well, be bored in VR. With unlockable costumes.
You want to be bored in real life? Well, you can be bored in real life.
Play the game Elon Musk warned us about.
Elon Musk hates them.
Guess what I don't want from this game? Any of it.
Even free, even as a free to play.
If there was Creature of the Black Lagoon DLC and it was free, then yeah, I would play.
The DLC is actually you missing your son.
The first 50 minutes of gameplay is trying to convince him to come with you down to the jetty. But he's off with his new stepdad.
Yeah, oh wow.
He's got an in-ground pool.
Oh man, that gets me right here. I'm not even a dad, and that's like, oh, wow, man.
I actually came dressed as a dad today. I'm cosplaying as all your dads.
Oh,
It's a good jumper.
Thank you.
Well, Volition, the team behind Saints Row and one of my all-time favourites, Red Faction, has come out with a new action third-person shooter. It's called Agents of Mayhem. Did you do that because it's written in capitals, and so you thought you better emphasise that?
No, I was just trying to fuck with you.
Mayhem. It's in capitals because it stands for Multinational Agency Hunting Evil Masterminds.
oh,
You know
I
that?
didn't even know that. That's great.
I don't think.
It's a great acronym. It's better than SHIELD.
I think it's probably a backronym. I think that probably worked backwards from the word.
Backronym.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think they've done that with Legion as well, which is the super villains in the game, which is
Oh.
League of Evil Gentlemen intent on obliterating nations.
Oh, that's great too.
It's better than a cracronym, which is where you take a lot of drugs and then you try and name your game.
Could have been that too. See, this is interesting as well because did you guys play Red Faction?
It's
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
that it's one of your favourite all-time games, Red Faction.
You
really.
could break walls.
It's a weird one, right? Like
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I think it was a great game. I mean, it was kind of one of those games that flew under the radar when it first came
It
out.
was. I think it would just hit the right time for me, and it came out on. I actually had it on PC and PS2. And I just really got into it for some reason. Like it was set in the mines on Mars, working for the Altor Corporation. Is that right? I should probably check that.
Yeah,
you
it's
definitely want
important
to
to get
fact
right.
check
It's important to get right.
the name of the mining corporation.
Well, but see, it is kind of important because this is actually it shares a universe with Agents of Mayhem and Saints Row.
That's
What?
fun.
Did you know? I didn't know this.
I knew that it shared a universe with Saints Row because the GAT is in it.
Yeah,
Right, so
and there's
it's-
purple fleur-de-lises everywhere.
And it's
Yeah.
much more like it, right? Like it plays more like a Saints Row game, obviously, than Red Faction.
I think Saints Row 3 wasn't too bad. I remember enjoying Saints Row 3, but just not really connecting to it in any way. I wouldn't buy Agents of Mayhem. I would rent it or get it on a sale just to see it, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't. It would never. It wouldn't be this type of game that I would get. So,
What about the actual gameplay, though? So you play as these different agents that have different sort of properties, skills. In the first mission, you switch between this guy Hollywood, who's an actor basically who runs around with an assault rifle, and then you've got Hardtack, who he's a sort of a tank
Navy
sort of a
commander.
character who's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
you've been playing it quite a bit, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I kind of discarded the initial 3 you get because as you go, you unlock different agents. Unfortunately, the way to unlock them is very repetitive. So that's a bit annoying, but they're worth kind of persevering with. And it does feel like a grind, but once you unlock these characters, they're all genuinely well thought out, genuinely different, and genuinely interesting to play.
I haven't played it, but I have watched all my YouTubers play it. And one thing that they do say, a lot of them, is that even though it's one of those open world games that's full of nothing.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful. Like it's a futuristic version of Seoul, Korea. Now
Yes.
Seoul is already pretty futuristic looking, so it's not really that different. The vehicles are obviously like you don't see any old cars driving around. It's all futuristic kind of cars.
That van looks pretty old.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, the one time I mentioned how new the cars are, a dusty old van.
Look, and there's
pops up.
there's a hatchback.
Oh, that's a Daihatsu for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I take it back. There's a few old cars.
Maybe Seoul's one of those places that you old cars, you get taxed more, so it
Oh,
encourages people to have newer
like
cars.
Cuba.
That's probably what it is.
Or the
Yeah,
opposite
the
of Cuba.
futuristic part is the tax plan they have on vehicles.
There's a very well thought out inbuilt tax engine.
That's a thing that never gets discussed.
No one is doing tax in games.
What is the underlying economic philosophy of this death verse?
I like that you can jump 3 times. You can triple jump. It's a cool
Triple
thing.
jump is the best.
I've never played a game with triple jump before.
There's triple jump, and then like when you do that third jump, if you're next to a building, you'll like stick a knife in or your hands in, and you'll jump again to get to the top of the building. So that's kind of, it's awesome. It's really easy to get around actually and scale things quickly.
Oh, so you can do that whole Saints Row style. I love the fact that you can get vertical very quickly with Saints Row. You can just.
I'd like to get horizontal with you very quickly.
That is inappropriate.
Oh, sorry.
Well, enough about Mayhem. Let's talk about Mania. Sonic Mania, that is.
Oh, can I just pause and congratulate you on that segue? That's so good.
Let's all go around and say our favourite thing about that segue.
Okay.
I loved it because it was Mayhem and Mania, which sound similar but are different words.
Yeah.
I probably enjoyed the way he leaned forward on the punchline.
Oh, I did not see that little.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
delivery. I'm a delivery man.
You're a delivery.
You're a delivery.
UHL.
Yeah. I like the
Is a
subtle,
delivery company.
Yes,
Is it DHL?
Who knows?
indeed.
It's one of the great mysteries.
I like the subtle kind of whip of the pen while he delivered it.
The old
Yes,
pen
yes,
whip, that's a classic move.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they tell you
in
in Segway school. And then they let you ride a Segway,
That was my favourite part.
which is a great segue into Segways.
Which,
A futuristic mode of traveling.
That allow you to roll from place to place, much like in the game Sonic Mania.
Great.
Anyway,
Sonic Mania is a 2D retro-style game. It's sort of like a throwback to the original Sega Genesis Sonic games, which I didn't play. So I never had a Sega anything. I just had.
wow.
I played PC. I used to
Yeah.
play on my dad's Macintosh. Was my
Yep.
first
Wow.
gaming experience. But
Was
then
it Tetris or Solitaire?
Evan, even though you said this is a 2D gaming experience right now, there is definitely 3Ds
so this
happening.
is like
Three
right.
dimensions.
That is
Yeah,
there
that's
is-
short for Ds is short for dimensions.
Oh, it's
Right.
I thought it meant dick.
No. I'm all about that D.
Oh, did you play the original
Well,
Sonic
I was
games?
actually slightly, I was slightly too old, but my younger brothers, who were 5 and 8 years younger than me, they were all about Sonic. You wouldn't believe. I think I was about maybe 16 or 17 when it came out, and I was kind of beyond kind of cutesy animal characters running about doing things.
Yeah, you're all about hardcore and crazy demons.
Oh, Quake, Doom,
Yeah.
See, that's what I was
violent.
playing.
Yeah, I was all about that by that time.
I tried playing this game, but this was like when I was young, and we'd come from Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis,
Oh, yeah.
point and click being my first
Oh,
gaming
yeah.
experience, and then to go into this, I think was my first experience of feeling old.
Wow.
Because I was like, it's too fast, there's
Yeah.
too much movement,
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening,
Yes.
I'm not having a good time.
What happened to the olden days where you could
Yes.
simply point and click at things?
Yes, exactly, you used a thing with another thing and then you walked everywhere.
Yes.
What's the rush?
You perambulated. You didn't spin around and go through loop-the-loops.
And you were men, not hedgehogs.
The beginning of this game, it's in Green Hill Zone, and it's essentially the first level of the first Sonic, which I think is a weird design choice. They've basically, Green Hill Zone 1, they've actually done it the same,
Right.
and at one point it changes and it becomes different, and hats off to them. I can't figure out where that happens. It's almost seamless where the new takes over.
Is it possible they've just released the old game again?
And nobody remembers it.
And they're relying on just the degeneration of our drunken old brains to be tricked into thinking it's a new
Yeah.
old thing.
Our
Maybe.
alcohol-addled brains have no idea that we're just playing the same shit.
There's not many. I mean, unless you're playing on the Switch, but even the Switch, you can't blow on it very hard and go,
Right.
Oh.
come on, work.
Yeah, right.
It's stupid.
Because it's a downloaded title, you can't blow on something that's been downloaded.
Oh. Wow, there's a bit to unpack there, David. you want to see...
You can bloody
Gamey-
try, let me tell you that.
Gamey game up late for the rest of this conversation.
Gamey Game Black Label.
Anyway, Sonic Mania is out now. It's on Switch, it's on PS4, Xbox One, and on Steam. So you can go pick that up.
Of course, if you do feel like you have some kind of mania, visit a doctor.
Yeah.
If your highs are incredibly high or lows are incredibly low, no matter if they're Sonic or not, you should perhaps see help. It can get better.
Yeah, you can get a professional consultation.
Consultation.
If you have 2 tails, that is 2 more than you should have.
Yes, you should only have 0 tails.
Yes. So count your tails, okay, and if you get more than none,
Uno, dos, tres,
dear oh dear.
no más. No más, señor, por favor.
I love the parts in Sesame Street where they would do the same bit in Spanish. That feels like that. Did feel like that.
It's one way to pad out a show.
They were really clutching at straws in that little program, huh?
Hey, that's it for this week. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for new episodes every Monday. And you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. We're Gamey Show. No, hang on. Gamey Show. There's only 2 gamies in a show.
This is his first day.
We had a clone for the other 9 episodes.
Get that clone back?
Can we get the clone back? He wasn't any better.
The clone knows the web addresses.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.